Right, this is my video on how the Great Depression affected normal people. The first thing you need to know about is hobos. That's essentially current lingo for homeless people. They wandered around America looking for jobs, and they helped untrained to do so without paying for them. There were 2 million men and 8,000 women who fit this description. And this was because of the large amount of unemployment at the time. There were 13 million Americans unemployed. Then there's Hoovervilles. They are essentially shanty towns, and they're named after Hoover to get a jab at him because he didn't do all that much about the Great Depression, and the stuff he did do was relatively inconsequential. There were hundreds of these across America, and around 250,000 people lived in them. Then there's bread lines. These were essentially where people queued for bread for free. It's exactly the same as how things went in the USSR, except it's not free. In the USSR you had to pay for it with money, but thousands of people use these a day. Because the unemployed couldn't even afford bread at that point. Right, and then there was the Dust Bowl, which caused havoc for farming. It was a bunch of storms in the Southern Plains region of America, and these lifted up the top layer of the soil and destroyed agriculture in the area, and so 1 out of 20 farmers got evicted in 1932, and just thousands of families were just forced to leave the area. So food got a lot more expensive, and there were a lot of farmers fleeing everywhere. There were people called Okies fleeing to California just to farm.